Hello, this video is to review a power problem. It's the restaurant problem, and this is part one, answering the questions. You're thinking about opening a restaurant and are searching for a good location. From research you have done, you know that the mean income of those living near your restaurant must be over $85,000 to support the type of upscale restaurant that you wish to open. We decide to take a simple random sample of 50 households or people living near one potential location. Based on the mean income of the sample, I'll decide whether or not I'm going to open my restaurant there. Similar studies have shown that our population standard deviation of income is approximately 5,000. What's the null and the alternative hypothesis? Well, the null hypothesis is that the income is 85,000 technically or less. We don't usually write null hypotheses with less than or equal signs. And mu is the mean income of those living near the restaurant. Our alternative hypothesis is that we have an income greater than 85,000, and that will be something we would hope to reject to so that we could say, yes, this is a good location. Type 1 error. Type 1 error would be to do our sample and make the decision that people in fact are earning more than 85,000 when actually the population income is 85 or under. So type 1 error would be to decide that the income is greater than 85,000 when in fact it is equal to or less than 85,000. What's a consequence? Well, a consequence is we would build the restaurant, open it, and then lose money because we'd never make a profit or we'd go bankrupt. That's not a good error. Type 2, we decide the income is equal to or less than 85,000 when actually it's greater. Our consequence is we lose a good restaurant location and potential money from this location. What's the power of this test? The power would be the probability we have of finding the location for the restaurant to have an income of people living near the restaurant of 85,000 or greater when that is actually in fact the case, that the people near the restaurant are making 85,000 or greater. To increase the power, we could sample more than 50 people, or we could increase our alpha. Sampling more than 50 people will take some time and delay the opening of my restaurant, but I really wouldn't want to increase alpha because that is a really bad mistake. It will cause me to build a restaurant and lose money. I want to stay away from that. So that's the setup of our problem. Part 2 is going to be to actually calculate the power and the type 2 error.